Welcome back, students. So what have we studied till date? We have studied about the nutrition in case of plants. We have studied about the nutrition in case of the human beings. So basically, till now we know that there are the organisms which are divided into two types. One are the autotrophs and one are the heterotrophs. Autotrophs हमने बात की थी जब, तो हमने ये समझा था कि they are the green plants which are manufacturing their own food. They are depending upon themselves for the food because they are doing it with the help of the photosynthesis. और दूसरे organisms हैं heterotrophs जिनका न्यूट्रिशन है हेट्रोट्रॉफिक न्यूट्रिशन. वो क्या कर रहे हैं? दे आर डिपेंडिंग अपॉन दीज ऑटोट्रॉफ्स फॉर देयर फूड. सो सबसे पहले हमने पढ़ा था in the previous video about the nutrition in case of the human beings, in which we had studied about the digestive system of the human beings. Today we are going to study about the nutrition in case of the animals, that is the herbivorous animals. Herbivorous animals means they are the animals which are depending upon the plants for their food. For example, cow is there, buffalo is there, goat is there. So as we can see in the diagram that they have got an additional organ which is known as the rumen, which is not there in the case of the human beings. ये जो rumen है, this is a kind of a storehouse, it is a kind of a sack जिसमें the grass is stored for a temporary period, after which it is digested slowly by the animal. अब होता क्या है कि जो ग्रास ईटिंग एनिमल्स हैं ये जब घास खा लेते हैं खूब सारा, तो ये इसको इमिजिएटली डाइजेस्ट नहीं करते. ये इसको एक स्टोर हाउस में एक ऑर्गन में स्टोर करके रखते हैं जिसका नाम है रूमेन. एंड इट इज़ इन केस ऑफ अ सेमी डाइजेस्टेड फॉर्म जिसको हम बोलते हैं कड, CUD, कड. सो what is happening is कि ये उन्होंने क्या किया, खूब सारा घास खा लिया और उसको उन्होंने they have just stored it in the rumen. and अब ये जो rumen में स्टोर हुआ है that is a cud, वो धीरे धीरे उनके माउथ में वापस आता है and they keep on chewing that food till it is chewed properly, and then it goes back into the digestive system. It goes into the esophagus, it goes into the stomach, the small intestine and so on. Now after this process, now you will ask कि वो घास खाते हैं और उनको डाइजेस्ट हो जाता है, हम घास खाते हैं तो हमको डाइजेस्ट नहीं होता. What is the reason? The reason is that these herbivorous animals have got another organ in their bodies, and this organ is known as the caecum. ये जो सीकम है इसके अंदर there are certain bacteria which are helping them to digest this grass. अब grass क्या है बच्चे? This is a plant. And we have studied that in case of the plant cell, there is a cell wall which is made up of the cellulose. अब ये जो cellulose है, ये grass eating animals easily digest कर सकते हैं with the help of certain bacteria which are present in an organ which is known as the caecum. अब ये सीकम हमारी बॉडी में नहीं होता, ये इन herbivorous animals की बॉडी में ही होता है. And where is it present? It is present in between your small intestine and the large intestine, and it helps to digest the cellulose of the plants which they are eating, with the herbivorous animals are eating. Now this is digested, and just remember that after that the process continues, that the food is digested and whatever is not digested will slowly be thrown out of the body in the form of undigested food matter, again from the anus. Now what is happening, children? We need to remember that it is basically this difference that these herbivorous animals are able to digest the grass which we human beings are not. तो ये था आपका न्यूट्रिशन इन केस ऑफ द herbivorous animals. Now there is another kind of the nutrition which we all need to study, that is the nutrition in case of the unicellular organisms. And the best example of nutrition if we want to study in the case of the unicellular organisms is the amoeba. Now as we can see in the diagrams, we see that the first stage, like the stage of nutrition in case of all the organisms, is the ingestion. So what is amoeba doing? It is ingesting the solid particles, and because it is ingesting the solid particles which may be microscopic plants or animals, it is known as a Holozoic nutrition. अब ये करता क्या है? हम सबको पता है अमीबा जो है इट इज़ मेड अप ऑफ सिंगल सेल, और इसके अंदर बिकॉज इट इज़ अ सिंगल सेल सारे प्रोसेसेस ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन विल बी टेकिंग प्लेस इन दिस सिंगल सेल, दैट इज़ द इंजेक्शन फॉलोड बाय द डाइजेशन, देन द एब्जॉर्प्शन, देन assimilation एंड फाइनली द एक्सक्रीशन. तो ये सारे प्रोसेसेस किस में होंगे? ये सारे प्रोसेसेस विल बी टेकिंग प्लेस इन द सिंगल सेल ऑफ दिस अमीबा विच इज़ अ यूनिसेल्युलर ऑर्गेनिज्म. नाउ व्हाट हैपन्स? इंजेक्शन हो गया small particles of food, which are the microscopic particles or microscopic plants or animals, they are ingested or taken in the body of the amoeba with the help of the false feet, which are known as the pseudopodia. और क्या करता है वो, कैसे करता है वो, एक कप बना लेता है with the help of these pseudopodia around the food particle, and this food particle along with little water is taken inside the body of the amoeba. It forms what is known as a food vacuole. और ये जो फूड वैक्यूल है इसके अंदर डाइजेस्टिव एंजाइम्स आते हैं. ये डाइजेस्टिव एंजाइम्स कहाँ से आते हैं? दे कम फ्रॉम दी साइटोप्लाज्म ऑफ द अमीबा. सो ये जो डाइजेस्टिव एंजाइम्स हैं इनकी मदद से वो जो फूड पार्टिकल जो अमीबा ने इंजेस्ट किया था, अपने अंदर लिया था, दे आर डाइजेस्टेड. आफ्टर डाइजेशन वी नो दैट देयर हैज़ टू बी एब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ दिस डाइजेस्टेड फूड. और ये जो डाइजेस्टेड फूड है ये अब एब्जॉर्ब होता है उसके साइटोप्लाज्म में वापस बाय अ प्रोसेस विच इज़ नोन एज डिफ्यूजन. नाउ व्हाट हैपन्स कि डिफ्यूजन से जो फूड था वो एब्जॉर्ब हो गया साइटोप्लाज्म में, और अमीबा अब उस फूड को यूटिलाइज करेगा for the growth of the body, for the maintenance of the body, maybe for the reproduction of the amoeba, that is giving rise to the daughter cells. and इस process को हम बोलते हैं assimilation. तो जैसे हमारी body के अंदर assimilation होती है absorbed food की, we get the energy because that food is burnt and it is utilized. Same way the absorbed food is also utilized by the body of the amoeba in order to give it energy for the growth, for the maintenance and for the reproduction of the body of the amoeba. अब ये जो खाना था ये सारा खाना डाइजेस्ट नहीं हुआ, तो कुछ खाना इसकी बॉडी में भी डाइजेस्ट नहीं होता एंड इट हैज़ टू बी थ्रोन आउट ऑफ द बॉडी बिकॉज इट इज़ अनडाइजेस्टेड एंड इट इज़ अ वेस्ट मटेरियल. So the process is known as excretion. Now what happens? We will see in the diagram that the last stage is the excretion, in which this undigested food material goes to the boundary of the amoeba and is thrown out of the body, or we can say it is egested out of the body, and the process of nutrition gets completed by this final stage of egestion of the undigested food matter. तो आज हमने क्या समझा? आज हमने बच्चे समझा है basically that there is slight difference in the digestive system of the human beings and the herbivorous animals. उनके अंदर एक होता है which is known as a rumen, दूसरा होता है caecum. ये दो organs हैं which are in addition to the digestive system in case of the human beings. and दूसरा हमने क्या समझा कि amoeba which is a unicellular organism, उसकी body के अंदर nutrition के सारी activities होती हैं, सारी 5 stages होती हैं, and the nutrition in case of the unicellular organism or the amoeba is also completed by those 5 stages, namely ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion. So that completes this chapter, that is the nutrition in case of the animals, in which we have studied about the nutrition in human beings, in case of herbivorous animals and in case of the amoeba. So I hope you have understood all the concepts of this chapter. Stay connected with me children on this channel, Rise to Shine, and keep smiling, because smile is a cosmetic which doesn't cost anything but increases your face value. Stay blessed children.